Writer's block is when you open your laptop and your brain just kind of feels like it's non-existent.
Done. Now let's see how it looks so far. The break time.
Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Shadi and I am low-key crashing out right now. Trying my best not to crash out, but Lord, I know Mercury retrograde just ended, but what did I do to deserve this? You know what? I'm here to record the video, and good thing it is the mental health video of the week, because I really am about to crash out. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Let me try that again. My name is Shadi. I'm a Black novelist in Japan, and I'm here to give you writing techniques that will help you write your heart's contents. You can pick your poison and watch along, or just use me as background noise. Either is okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, I forgot, you can also check out my previous video on Miracle World up above. Now let's really get into it. All right. So what is writer's block? I'm gonna go ahead and define it. I have the definition up on my phone. According to writing expert Mike Rose, writer's block can be defined as the inability to begin or continue writing for reasons other than a lack of basic skill or commitment. And there's a whole lot he wrote. You can check the statistics and the resources and everything down below, but I am going to get into 4 types of writer blocks that you may not even realize you are experiencing. If you're wondering why you feel a certain way about writing, I'm just going to go ahead and break it down for you. So the first type of writer's block I want to get into is the clarity block. It's when you don't really know what's going to happen next, or you may not have an ending or any sight in mind, and that's, again, totally okay. There are hundreds of different ways that you can go about fixing this, but it's just important for you to understand that not having clarity about a character's decision or what happens next or how to transition a scene, that's another type of writer's block that you may be experiencing. Okay, number 2. Courage block. So you may know what happens next, but for one reason or another, you may just be avoiding writing it. I don't know why. Like, that's me. I've said it before in previous video, but that's me with SMEX scenes. I don't write them. Maybe one day I will, but right now, no. You have to think about why you're avoiding it, what's in the way, what's blocking you, what is blocking you in this case. A lot of the times in my own personal case, I do experience this kind of writer's block to some extent when it comes to more vulnerable scenes or more, what's a good way to put it? Like, I don't want to say like playing it safe, but sometimes if I'm not really sure how a certain scene will be received, then I kind of have this writer's block where I'm like, oh, okay, I should write it a little later, or I may just take a little break writing that scene or something like that. But anyways, let's go on to the third type of writer's block. Skill block. You have the scene in your head. It's just a matter of executing the skill to actually write it out and get it on paper or on your laptop. It's totally natural to have this specific writer's block if you are comparing yourself to other writers, if you feel like you're maybe biting off more than you can chew, or anything along those lines. I've already said it 100 times already, but that's totally natural. It's just a matter of kind of pushing past it, honestly, pushing past it and just doing your best to write the scene. To write a rough blueprint, I've mentioned this before in other videos too. I'm sorry, the train is going by. It's so loud right now. Write a rough blueprint, get it out of your system, and then go back and edit and fix it up. Add some razzle dazzle. And my fourth and final type of writer's block that I'm going to mention right now is that you have burnout block. And that's just where you're completely burned out and you cannot think of writing another word. But worry not, you're just tired. That's all. You're tired, and that's okay. Just get a little bit of rest. Take a break. And then come back when you're refreshed and ready to go. Now on to my tips on how you can solve your writer's block. So I know it's going to contradict what I said in a previous video about not having a routine or anything like that, but for my first tip, why don't you try the, I think it's called Pomodoro technique? I'm sorry if I'm butchering the word. I don't think I've ever properly said it out loud. I've only ever like written it or like texted it, but let me check. The Pomodoro technique. Please try it, and I'm just gonna kind of explain it a little bit over here. In the simplest of ways I can explain it, it just means writing for about 25 minutes, giving yourself a 5-minute break, and then, repeating that cycle so that you have your set time for writing and where your brain is supposed to be laser focused in and thinking. And then you have that 5-minute break where okay, great, I can like shake it off a little bit. I can go eat something. I can go relax. Like, it gives your brain the break that you need if you just follow the 25-minute, 5-minute, 25-minute, 5-minute. I think I said that right. I have used this technique before, and I actually just recommended it. I actually just recommended it to my mom because she started going back to university to get a nutritionist degree. So I was telling her, like, she's feeling overwhelmed, and while it's not writing, like, just try this. I know you have to get back into the flow, but you have to be kind to yourself and give yourself a little break every now and then. So this is a set way to give yourself a break. There are hundreds of timers on YouTube, and in fact, back when I was a high school teacher, I used this cute little website that I will link below, but it's like a little tomato because Pomodoro is a tomato. So you can check the link below for a cute little website with the Pomodoro timer. I'm just also going to add this in that your brain can do tasks where it has like a defined time. Some people really like that routine aspect of having a set time of writing. So while you may be trying to write a novel, even just giving yourself 25 minutes to sit down and focus, it's 25 minutes of writing that'll get you one page further. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, on to my tip number 2. Daily writing habits. You may be having writer's block because you haven't really picked up momentum to get you writing, if I'm honest. I may not be one for routines, but I do know psychology and I do know brains, and I do know that brains do like routine, even if it's a small one. But getting yourself in the habit of writing, sometimes at a set time, sometimes when you're in a specific environment, like if you're just writing on the train or to pass time while you're, I don't know, in between work, getting into that habit will actually train your brain to get into the mode of writing when you do that same routine. So keep that in mind because it might help you get more momentum to actually write what you're trying to piece together. You don't want your brain to think of writing as a rare occurrence or an event that comes up once in a blue moon. You want to get into the habit of knowing, like, oh, okay, and this is just a random example off the top of my head, but when I wear these socks, that means I'm supposed to be writing. Boom. All right, let's go. When I put on this music, writing time. When I don't know, right before bed, 10 minutes before bed, I'm supposed to be writing. Okay, sorry. Just keep that in mind. What's happening in that case is just that the consistency and what you're doing for your routine with writing is lowering your anxiety that you may have towards writing, which will get you to write more, honestly. But let's go ahead and move on to my next point. The third point is to change the writing environment. This one I feel like can be good and bad. As someone that loves to write in their home, but also loves to cafe hop and go to different cafes and writing areas, especially in between work, because I work, if you don't know, all throughout the Kansai area, which means I am in Osaka, Kyoto, and Kobe more times than I would like to say. But if you find that you're struggling at your desk to write, it may be good to try changing the location. That's all. Okay, this location isn't working for me. I'm gonna go try a cafe. All right, not working. I'm gonna go ahead and try a co-working space. There are so many options you have. It's just a matter of choosing what works for you. This is just a little bit of psychology, but novel stimuli equals new neural activation. So keep that in mind as you're going to try to beat out your writer's block. If you don't feel like changing the location, that's totally fine. Just change the time of day that you're writing. I've said it before, but light a candle. Lighting a candle, setting the mood, just change something that you feel will get you to write more, please. The goal of this is just to refresh your mental energy and get you one step closer to writing on the page and get you in a new mindset. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the fourth point. I'm very happy to recommend this one because this makes me feel a little less crazy, but I'm gonna say talk through the story. Please talk through it. Sometimes it's not that you're really blocked up with writer's block. It's just that you're a little bit hazy on the idea or you're a little bit unclear. For me, I actually do this really often, which is probably why I don't have so much writer's block, but I really talk out loud about the scene as if I'm one of the characters, specifically the main character in a lot of cases. So as crazy as it seems, it can be me having a conversation with, for example, in the next thing I'm going to be working on, it's the main character talking to her boyfriend at the time. Oh, wait, I'm getting a little embarrassed. I don't think I can do it on screen, but it's just like, oh, well, I didn't know you were thinking like that. Why didn't you tell me? And then he replies. In my head, he's like replying, and then I'm like, well, and I know it sounds crazy, and it is like I'm talking to myself, but I'm really talking to the characters in my head. I'm getting embarrassed, so I think I'm just gonna skip through this part. I'm so sorry, but just put it in your head. Like in my head right now, I can see the scene of them at the university. The boyfriend's making a face at her, and she's like, well, I don't know what to tell you right now. You're asking a lot of me, and I can't do that right now. I'm not in the right headspace. And that scene's not gonna make sense until until I actually write it out and you can see it, but hey, hey, hey. When you actually speak these things, these characters, these settings, all of it out loud, you're gonna notice things like weak motivations or notice like flaws in what you're saying, and you'll even maybe see like, oh, okay, well, yeah, this sounds hazy because no real person would actually talk like that. If it were me, I'd probably say it like this, or a real person would think like that. So just please say it out loud. It may do you some good. I really feel like this will kind of reduce the hesitation and resistance you have towards writing if you are experiencing writer's block. So this is just something that you can keep in mind as you are writing your poem or doing your work or anything like that. But anyways, let's go on to the fifth and final point. This one is kind of just a bonus, but I am going to say literally watch all of my videos because I'm giving you all the tools. If you're feeling like you don't have the skills, that's what the writing technique video is for. If you're feeling like your mental health isn't the best, that's what the mental health segments are for. Like, I'm here again trying to eliminate all excuses or all reasons that you may feel you cannot write. So I have playlists up somewhere in the video. I don't know how you can access them to go to my channel, but I really do think everything I've said in all the previous videos are valuable and they give you some insight not only into like yourself as a writer, but how other people are writing too, like myself. I speak about my writing quite often, and I also did an interview recently with another author, so there's that. But I am not going to keep you guys long. I just wanted to give you guys these tips, and I'm so sorry. I feel like my face looks so sad in this video. I can't actually see my face right now because I'm looking directly into the camera, but dang, I'm gonna record another video right after this too. I'm sorry, but I'm crashing out right now, low-key. This is like the calmest I've ever crashed out though. I'm just very quiet usually, so. Anyways, let me go ahead and move on to the closing. Now that I've given you some tips and some techniques on how to write your novel or whatever you're working on, go ahead and start your journey. You got no excuse, okay? You can check out my playlist on writing techniques up above for anything that you may want to learn. And if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment it down below. Oh, I forgot to say earlier, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. You can check out the research and statistics and all that stuff down below. Don't hesitate to fact check me. And yeah, you can check out my behind the scenes life on my Instagram and socials that are in the B-roll, in the credit of the video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video helped you with writer's block. If you're having it, don't worry, it's totally natural. You're not alone. I hope I helped you define what kind of writer's block you're going through and how you can probably solve for it. Honestly, you may just need a little break. It's totally fine. No worries. You can check out my next video next week or on Saturday, kinda. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. I hope you can stay happy, safe, and healthy until the next time. And I'm looking forward to catching you in the next one. So I'll go ahead and close out the video. I will see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to write to your heart's content. Now, okay, bye, 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 bye.